Cedar City, Utah is one of those places that people will instantly click with, or they'll find they're allergic to wind, snow, or small talk. Today we're going to break down 5 personality types that thrive here in Cedar City and 2 that typically tend to struggle. I would love it if you would comment down below, let me know which personality type you identify with, or tag someone that you think might be interested in this. My name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. If you are looking to buy or sell here in Cedar City or really anywhere in southern Utah, I would love to help you out with that. Please feel free to call, text, or email anytime. That contact information is down below in the description. Now, let's check out the 5 personality types that thrive here in Cedar City, and then we'll check out the 2 that struggle. Number 1 is the nature seeker. This person loves having Cedar Breaks, Kolob Canyon, Bryan Head, Duck Creek right in their backyard so that they can visit anytime they want. They don't mind going for a drive that sometimes turns into a 2-hour exploration up the canyon. This person embraces snow in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, and sunsets that look like they've been edited. They find peace in wide open spaces and quieter neighborhoods where you're going to hear more birds chirping than you'll hear traffic. The nature seeker owns both the snow shovel and the paddleboard, and they use both regularly. They think a wind advisory means perfect hiking weather, and they'd much rather stick to the trails that are around them and in their backyard than going up to Zion, which is pretty close, and dealing with those crowds. The nature seeker will be that person that'll text you at 6 a.m. to see if you want to go up Cedar Mountain and watch the sunrise from the sea overlook. The number 2 personality trait that thrives here is the community joiner. This is the person that loves that Cedar City still has people that will show up, that will attend the parades, that will go to the Main Street events, that will visit the farmers market, and that loves the downtown lighting ceremony. These are the people that get true joy out of neighbors that will wave to them, friends that will take a minute to stop and chat, or the people that will just stop by and bring them cookies without warning. The community joiner feels energized by a community that has plenty of volunteer opportunities, church groups, local classes, and community events that are happening all the time. This is the person that has their entire summer festival calendar memorized. They're attending the 4th of July parade, the July Jamboree. They're taking this all the way into the fall and attending the sheep parade. They get emotionally invested in the high school sports here, even if they don't have a kid that attends the school. This is also the person that's going to show up at the local coffee shop and know every person in line. This person can't go to Walmart without bumping into at least 3 people that they know, and oftentimes more. All right, the number 3 personality trait that thrives here in Cedar City is the do-it-yourself or hands-on person. Cedar City tends to attract people that love projects, land, fixer-uppers, gardening, anything they can get their hands on and make it better. These are your really self-sufficient people that come in, they want that raw land, they want the sheds, they want the outhouses, they really want to utilize the area for all of their projects, and this is the perfect place for them. And they also really appreciate that people don't side-eye them when they want to have chickens. We have a lot of people with chickens here. If you need an egg, you can get an egg. The do-it-yourselfers love learning practical skills. They think Harbor Freight is a lifestyle here. They know exactly when Ace Hardware has their seasonal items out, and they've tried to grow tomatoes at least once in our unpredictable climate and learned a lesson from it. And this is the person that when they move here, they're saying, oh, we definitely need to build a greenhouse. The number 4 personality trait is the peace and quiet lover. They thrive in Cedar's slower pace, less traffic, calmer nights, and quieter neighborhoods. This person values safety, community, and the feeling that life isn't just passing them by. They love that evenings can be spent watching the mountain colors change rather than sitting in traffic or looking for a parking spot. They actually enjoy the fact that restaurants close earlier, which actually forces them into healthier habits. They prefer sitting on the back patio over going out. They enjoy the simple routines of farmers markets, coffee shops, and a scenic drive up the canyon. They move from a big city and actually cry happy tears when they realize they can drive across town in 10 minutes. All right, number 5 on our personality traits is the adaptable adventurer. This person doesn't panic when the weather changes every 20 minutes. They find charm in the unexpected quirks, like sheep going down Main Street and causing you to be late, or you losing your hat when the wind comes by suddenly. They love just exploring nearby towns and seeing what they have to offer. Canaryville, Parowan, Duck Creek, going into the different shops and just finding joy in the adventure around around them. They happily own winter chains and flip-flops. They call random drives a stress relief therapy, and they think sideways snow is a fun personality test. This is the person that gets lost on a random trail, or it takes much longer than they expected, and it turns into the best day ever. Now, those are the 5 personality traits that actually thrive here, but let's take a look at the 2 that tend to struggle. Number 1 is the big city speedster. This is the person that is still expecting 24/7 restaurants, big nightlife, and same-day conveniences. They get confused when businesses close early, or a lot of them aren't open on Sunday, or they close for hunting season, and they may feel bored without nonstop entertainment options. Now, here are some signs you might struggle if this is you. You get irritated when you realize we don't have a Target or a Costco or a Whole Foods. You complain about slow drivers that are definitely not in a hurry. You miss being anonymous because here people actually talk to you. Now, can this person adjust? Absolutely. Because I'm going to be honest, I was that person that was shocked when things closed down so early, and when I went to go to a restaurant and there was a sign that said they were closed for hunting. I have adapted, and I love it here. All right, number 2, personality trait that tends to struggle here, that's going to be your weather whiner. And this is the person that struggles with the fact that Cedar City actually has real seasons. We have a winter, we have a spring, we have a summer, we have a fall, meaning we get wind, we get snow, we have dry heat, and we'll get sudden storms. They struggle with the fact that winter driving takes a little bit of skill and patience. Elevation affects this person more than they realize that it will, and we hear about it. You might hear this person say, I hate the wind 5 times a day. I feel called out on this one. I feel seen. It is what it is. This is the person that panics when they see the weather app says snow, however it's sunny outside. And this is the person that gets cold when it's 45 degrees outside. Now, can this person eventually thrive here? Absolutely. I am doing it. I am this person. I came from Las Vegas. It was very hot. My body actually did adapt and change to this weather. I still don't like the wind, and I will say that 5 times a week, but I have learned that the good outweighs the bad for me. The payoff of gorgeous summers, cool evenings, and stunning mountain views is really all it takes for me to just look at the wind and say, whatever, I'll put a hat on. So there you have it, the personality traits that absolutely thrive here, and some that struggle and need a little patience. Do you identify with any of these personality traits, or can you give me a description of yours down below and let me know if you thrive or struggle? Remember, my name is Elizabeth Prisbrey. I'm with Stratum Real Estate Group. I would love to help you buy or sell here in Cedar City or really anywhere in Southern Utah, so please don't hesitate to reach out. I promise you I will respond. All right, until next time, have a wonderful day.